Hello and welcome back. I'm Ep118 and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Season X. This was supposed to be the final episode of this season, and I ran it, and the Republic failed really hard, and failed really hard because of a very simple problem that has a very simple solution as far as I can tell. So I want to make sure that I give the Republic an actual fair fighting chance to get things done the right way, and that's what we're going to set up today. And then we're going to restart the 20-year challenge because I think it's possible. So I am here. I didn't even make it through July. So in July, all the money was gone, and I actually took out more money, and then I took out extra money. I took out as much money as I possibly could. I was at 1.5 billion ruble, and it was still not working because we were running out of money constantly. You know why? I know why. Because of this vehicle. This vehicle is the crux of my existence, and there is such a simple solution to this that I just feel like if I don't fix this before the 20-year challenge and let actual problems take over, I am just really giving up, and I don't want to give up, I just want to wrap up. There's a big difference. So this vehicle, clicking on it, 100% wear and tear, not doing anything. Okay, wait, what? Well, it's at 100% wear and tear. It's supposed to go get repaired. It can get repaired up to 89%, which is not great. I'd much rather have this one replaced. It is at 52 years. Let's check out our vehicle replacement statistics. Wear and tear 70%. Yep. Vehicle age 45 years. Yep. Sent to scrapyard. All those things are doing the things that I wanted to do. Cool. The problem is the vehicle is not moving. So this vehicle is parked here. There are a couple Beetles on there, 15 million specifically. There are a couple Beetles on here. I'm a little surprised that the ones on top aren't rendered or not loaded. I don't know, maybe they're just not full. And over time, that will also mean that all these storages fill up again with vehicles, which we're not exporting. While we're not exporting, we can't make money, especially if our biggest export is not happening. Okay, well, Ep118 knows this. And there is a simple problem here, and please look for tutorials and guides that I'll hopefully bring out relatively soon about vehicle replacement, vehicle maintenance that involves all vehicle types, so train, helicopters, planes, normal rail vehicles, and ships as well. I want to get through all of them to make sure that we all understand what's going on and how the technology works. And the problem here is so simple. It is right there. Can you see it? Can you see the problem? Probably not yet, but you can probably see the problem. The problem is this repair station. This repair station is lazy, or as we would say, is bugged. The repair station itself is not bugged, but the helicopters that it's supposed to work on are bugged. This helicopter over here. And I also have allow repair cancel when long idle. It just takes a very long time to make that happen. This helicopter doesn't exist on the map. Same thing with this one. Why? I don't know. I'm assuming there are similar issues. It's like kind of like clicking up there, but it's not really happening. I'm assuming it's a similar issue to ships, and it's a bug. It's a game bug. I don't think this is a me problem. This is a game problem. But I can work around this. I can at least adjust to the reality, which is this has happened for such a long time that I just never bothered fixing it, and that is my problem, my fault. And nobody else's. So what we're gonna do is this. For the challenge, I do have a little bit of money for some of these cargo helicopters to do something useful, and this one is really only set up to wait until loaded at the border here and then bring some tower cranes to the other side. We don't need this one. I don't know what its problem is, but we don't need that one, so we can sell it. Costs $14 million. Oh well, that's not ideal, but it's done now. This is a heliport. Helicopter heliport, heliport. It's going to the passenger platform, but it wants to be a cargo helicopter, I believe. That's at least what it looks like. So you probably aren't doing all that much good. Where's this? Where's this platform? You're all the way out here. Okay. Yeah, this helicopter, the Mi-10, is just not really doing that much. And it feels like it looks to be a cargo helicopter in the first place. Anyways, none of those things are great. We don't technically currently need Where is this helicopter? It is not even going off the map. Where is it? Why is it not reachable for me? That part I don't fully understand, but again, there's some funny things going on. I don't want to deal with it. We're just going to get rid of it. And then this is the fix. This is why I felt that it's not okay to just say, well, 20 years didn't work, so let's move on. I want to get a fair finish. Fixed it. This button click. Because now all our vehicles, including rail vehicles, should be able to get in here and get their stuff organized and fixed. You can maybe see a slight red highlight over here that this train is now able to go get repaired in that station like it's supposed to, and that's wonderful. This guy is still in the way, but we can just fix that by sending it to the depot manually. I don't know where this train is in the queue. I have no idea. I just know eventually it should get repaired. And we have more than enough repair people available right here to make that happen. That's the first thing. That's a partial fix. It's not a full fix, but it's a partial fix. How many people do we have without jobs out here? Since we are no longer requiring any rail construction, we can just turn it off entirely and build another repair location. Do I want to place it there, or do I want to place it anywhere else? There's some aluminum here. That's what we need, because we want to repair helicopters. Where else do we have aluminum? That's an excellent question. I have no idea, but I would like to do that. And this, there's some aluminum there. Obviously, there's some in that repair station. There's a tiny bit of aluminum sitting here in this repair station, but that's not super helpful, because I would like to put aluminum next, or the helicopter repair station next to a city that either has some aluminum already available, or that will make it very easy to get some aluminum out there. But it's never as easy as I want it to be. But they're 584 pounds, why pounds, sitting out there, and I just have to make them available in a place. This one feels tempting, but I don't think I have enough unemployed workers there. This one is the second one, and we do have several unemployed workers sitting out here, and we have a nice extra road connected over there that can probably make things happen. So I suppose what I'm saying is, let's build a repair office for helicopters out here. I did want to put it somewhere where I have a little extra room, because I want to put as many of the repair pads as humanly possible, just because I need to make sure that we can get all the things in. Plus, we already have a cargo station here, which could be useful as well. Okay, so we know that we can easily get the footpath connections over here the way that we need them, so that is great. Let's look for repair station. We want the largest one, very important, 80 people. Yes, please, because when we can, we should try to repair the crap out of our helicopters when they actually show up. And I don't care about anything else that much. But aluminum, there's only 80 tons available here. I don't believe that that is going to be sufficient. So let's make sure that we still give you one extra storage, which will be under general cargo and open storage. We're just going to do the small one. I don't think that we need the humongous one. And because it is begging me to make this factory connection down there on the south side, I'm just going to allow that. And we will get this all set up so that they can do what they need to do. Cool. That should work. That should work. We have construction offices out here. They can do the stuff that they want to do. We are getting power from there. That's great. We don't get sewage or water, but I do believe we have sewage and water trucks sitting over here. This is sewage and this is sewage. Do we have a water truck out here as well? Yes, we have two water trucks. So they're out here, which is all I need to know, because I should be able to just collect whatever goes in here relatively easily, unless there is a simple water connection that we can utilize. We could bring sewage down here. That's pretty cheap. And then let's consider water. Do we have a water connection open? We do have a simple water connection open right there. So there's not really a big need for being super mean to myself. So let's just plop one of those there and one of these here. And then, come on. There you go. Smallest water pipe. We don't need anything extra. There should be more than enough pressure going in there from the originating tower, and this one can just flow down here, if you don't mind, just following the terrain. And then that's taken care of. We already have power. They don't need heat. So let's expand this and start construction on all those pieces. Very good. We're almost done. We're almost done with the fix. Again, this was a ridiculously simple fix, and I just felt so bad that I didn't see it. I never paid attention to it. I do have to go to all of our repair offices and turn off helicopters there, because this one should be the only one that will actually repair helicopters. Speaking of helicopters, helis, let's get this done. Let's get this done right now. And I know that we have another group of construction offices out here that I would like to utilize as much as I can. There you go. Now they're assigned, but this should be done relatively quickly. Cool. With those things, let's get a quick footpath to close to the bus platform, which is good. You are in walking range. That's really all I needed from that guy, so that can do that thing. Great use of words. You're just such a wordsmith, B-Well Joe. Down here, this is what I wanted. I needed a heli platform, not the cargo one. I just need the regular heli platform here, and I want to be able to service as many helicopters as I possibly can, which really just translates to spam a couple of these all over the place in this area, get a couple road connections in there so they can get to where they want to go. Also, you know, there are train spotters, which are people that really like to watch trains when they go by. I hope they're helicopter spotters, just like train spotters. I do believe they're just called children. And yeah, but we're just gonna make this pretty much, well, we'll fill it up and it should work, and then everything should be great. You are highlighting the building that I want you to highlight. That looks great. We're going to flip you around so the roads are looking at the same direction. And then, this is important. This is a very important aspect. Also, you're probably not having enough warehouse helicopters. Kind of look at you guys. What does it cost you to repair you? Mechanical components, aluminum, electronic components. They're expensive to get, 100%. And I don't think I currently have a good way to get them in here, which makes me think maybe I should get a warehouse as well, because I do want to supply all of the materials that we need here, but I'm not sure that we need absolutely everything, but maybe we do. How much space do you have? Just 10 tons. That is severely not enough. So let's slap in a quick warehouse so we can make sure that we have all of the materials actually here that we require. This one should be an appropriate size for what we want to do. I will actually put the road connection to the other side, even though that's a more awkward footprint of the building, but that's fine. Then you just connect into here. That should be pretty simple. Road connection down there. That's effectively what I wanted, and cool. Now we can do the rest of the helicopter bases. And I'm just building a lot of helicopter bases because out of the 80 workers that can go to this repair station, I would like to use 3 per helicopter, per repair job. That is really the task, the goal here. And hopefully that kind of all works out. That if there is 1 or 2 helicopters that do get stuck along the way, for whatever reason, in those 20 years of running this, they don't block the whole process of actually happening. Should have done this a long time ago. Oh, absolutely. A lot of things B-Well Joe didn't do a long time ago that should have happened a long time ago. Oh, I have my time-lapse functionality. I tried something, okay? I tried something new. This one didn't work. I'm doing it through OBS if we're gonna do it, just to see if well, things work out the way that I need them to work out. You would go here, and then can we get one more right behind this little friend? Not with this guy sitting right where it is, so try that again. RR. Excuse me. You say right here. Alright, fine. We'll do that. Again, I am just trying to get as much helicopter-ness in here as humanly possible. And honestly, this one, no, I don't like how it's looking in different directions. So we're going to do something a little different. That one goes there. This one gets turned around. RR. And we'll just make you back to back. And this is going to be purely for helicopter repair. So once it's built, that's what we're going to set it up for, which I hope makes sense with what we're trying to do here. Cool. So that's all set up. Great. Helicopters are nice and loud. That's also great as usual. There's already a node there, so we may as well use that. You can pop in here. We already have a vehicle sitting here, but you don't have anything on the work site yet. That's good. There's no vehicle there. Great. Because I'm now realizing I should just use this as a road path to get all the way out here and get the last bit connected. Yes, I was 100%... I started recording the episode of saying we failed. But when I started talking through what actually failed, I just started feeling inappropriate to... I felt that it was inappropriate to call that a failure, because the failure was such a simple, basic thing that F4 is the button that you're looking for, buddy. That I just couldn't bear. Couldn't bear saying, yeah, we failed. Because money is the only problem. If money can be taken care of, the vehicle maintenance is a problem, but I think if money can be taken care of, then there's a good chance we actually can go through for the 20 years and survive. Not everyone, not perfectly. Vehicles will break down. Earthquakes will take a couple things out. Normal building maintenance will probably also potentially take a couple things down if I'm unlucky. But overall, I feel pretty confident that we can make everything happen that needs to happen. So they have what they need over there. How are we doing over here? We have some mechanical components. We have some electronic components. This guy's already overloaded. Okay. I think that's just telling me we need a small distribution office here. Did the helicopters need steel to get repaired, or do they just need aluminum? I do believe they need both, but let's check. Aluminum, mechanical components, electronic components. No steel there. You're at 37%. You're about the same. I think I will probably make a mistake if I take this as the ultra guideline to tell me, hey, these helicopters don't actually need anything but these 3 items plus the work days, the workforce. So I should probably just deliver everything here. I will just have a dedicated aluminum truck delivering stuff from all the way down here where we have the aluminum coming in. Yeah, I don't want to set up anything too fancy for that. How are you doing? You're doing 41%. That is actually pretty decent. Do you have a road depot I can park you in for just a moment? Because I would like to, well, let's utilize 2 trucks, shall we? Sounds great. I don't see a road depot. Nope, nope, nope. None of these things are road depots. Should we have some covered holds moving things around, or be assigned to this for extra repairs for the other vehicles? I think it won't be a bad idea. I don't know that we have all that many. We don't have that many helicopters in driving range here that they could make it out there. So, okay. Where do we have helicopters stationed? We only have helicopters stationed for the construction offices. There's no other base or station for the helicopters where they would have to be repaired in those buildings. So no, I don't think I need a truck for this at all. I just need the covered holds to bring a couple things over, and then I need a couple open holds. I said that the wrong way, but you knew what I meant. Give me that one, give me 28% and this percent. These are just construction offices. They're not overloaded already, so I think they will be able to pretty much provide all the pieces that I need going forward. So yeah, we're just going to send them down there, and that should be okay. Obviously, this is being constructed nice and quickly. Roads are already done. There are a couple more things that need to be completed here in relatively quick succession. Waste. We will just pick up waste directly from the station. Is that going to be a mistake? I don't think so. I think it will be okay. Let's look at the waste production coming out of the vehicle repair station. Because you have station for vehicle loading, unloading, 12 max daily water consumption, water, the breaker, garbage production is just personnel. There's nothing else, which means it probably just has an internal waste storage. Yeah, there's another one. These guys, if they can catch up on what needs to go on over here, we will just run into issues. But there you go. There's one that's being repaired. That's great. I wouldn't be surprised if this one was... Yeah, this one is getting repaired down too, even though it's not assigned to this thing, but it looks like someone's actually working on you. Vehicle is being repaired just by being inside the building, which is awesome. So they're doing the thing that they need to do. How are we doing on transporting the vehicles that we do have available? We are a little behind. But maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay to be a little behind. Once our trains are actually repaired, maybe that's also all taken care of. That's very possible. Okay, let's go through and find all of the buildings that are repair stations on the entire map. I need to find repair station. Is that what we call it? Or is it vehicle repair station? Repair station. This is what I want. Okay, we have several. That's great. I may have to pause just to make sure that we can do the thing that I want to do, but you... Where are you? You're the ship one. Okay, ship, you have nothing to do with helicopters. Thank you very much. Little sec. You are doing helicopters, but no longer. Thank you very much. And the rest can do whatever you want to do. How about you? You're already turned off. The line west. You technically are allowing helicopters. If I do this, I have to do it right. There's too many particles or something else going on here. Maybe if I just pause it, maybe I can do it a little faster because the lag was getting me. The line west, I think, was that one. Yeah, most of my repair offices seem to be allowing helicopters, which is not good. And then I have to go back to the chemicals vehicle repair station. Got it. Then I have to go back to the reconstruction office repair station site. Oh, this one is currently being built, I think. Just to make sure that they're still allowed to do the helicopters, because right now this is not what we need. In Selu, yeah. It looks like they're doing something, but they're not doing enough. You look fine. And I like that most of the repair stations have some vehicles in them, so they are doing the job that I set out for them to do. I just need to make sure that they do it quicker. You have helicopters here, and you have to... Mini-Me needs them because we have the fire stations out there, so they definitely need to be served by them. And there's a tram here. Interesting. Mechanical components. We are out of mechanical components pretty much everywhere. It would probably be helpful if I move a couple things to the safety harbor, but then there's the danger of just not having enough money to actually make that work well. So that's an interesting conundrum that I have to work through somehow. Fire destroyed the building. Cool. Where was that? Balmabzulu. Oh. I'm gonna say this is a bad one. This is a bad one to have burned down. Or well, maybe not. Maybe it's just a couple of these aggregate storages and things. It's still, by default, destroyed buildings do not get auto rebuilt. They get auto demolished, but then you have to re-enable the rebuilding of them. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. So it's not ideal. What was I looking for? I was looking for the helicopter construction office. Make sure that you are allowed to repair whatever you feel like repairing. Also, why didn't I build the extra large repair station for those situations? Great question. I have no idea. That was clearly a mistake. 100%. Mechanical components. That is the overarching current problem. Okay. While this all happens, and it looks like they're doing what they're supposed to do with a nice little conga line of construction vehicles. Very good. What should I do? Go look at your steel mill. Steel mill, this was a grand mistake, how I built it. It's just never... The transportation that I chose to get here does not work that way. Should I have demolished this fire station to have the cargo trains go on the outside of the passenger line and then the passenger line not merge onto the cargo line until after they drop off people? Yeah, that would have been better. Yes, 100%. There are a lot of things that I could have done here, but it's also the volume of transport that I need. I cannot get through the line's passenger station. I think it looks great for traffic reasons, but it is terrible for efficiency reasons, because look at this. This train is parking here. That train was parking there, and the people that are on there probably tried to like teleport home already, and you have those problems along the track because everywhere everyone is just like, oh, I'm pretty empty. So that's not super helpful. You're trying to get steel, but you have box cars also associated with you. Why is that? Yeah, your steel is empty, but what do the box cars do? Oh, you also loaded mechanical components. Sure, but, oh, out of 200, but you probably didn't get any. Got it. That makes sense. So, yeah, mechanical components are always empty, and we're not producing enough steel, so I think that if I want repairs to actually be successful, I need to load up with one round of mechanical components that hopefully catch up with all the other stuff that I need. We have some steel sitting here now. That is helpful. Money's still going down. Nothing there changed, but at least we have some vehicles here that are able of making a little bit of money relatively soon. All right. That should be okay. And then you make the other 156 million. I cannot say no to that. Just load up the last round of beetles that are sitting in the storage. Just takes seconds, as usual. And come on. Get out of here. Get full. Oh, there's another load. we are producing a good amount of vehicles that should make all of this very possible. It's still tight. It's still too tight to say that it's working the way that I want it to work. So there you go. You have a couple of those on board, and you're actually full. Very good. So you loaded up with everything that you could. So there's 200 million coming our way in just a minute or so. I would guess there's another 100 million. No, just 61 million. Yeah, the flickering lights. Where are they coming from? Are they coming from here? That's 106%. That's 105%. This one is 204%, which that doesn't make much sense. But okay, so yeah, there's parts over here that are overloaded, and then what do we have on this side besides the church? You are 60% full, so definitely not overloaded. And this one, well, that's 105, 105, 106. But yeah, we just don't get enough power in here, and this is a problem. We're only getting about 2 megawatts of power delivered into that area, which is not very helpful. It's more a problem at night, it appears, which is usually where you get to see a lot of those problems creeping through. But yeah, I don't think I actually ever turned this on. I just said, yeah, do it, but I never told it to actually import the leftovers. So the connection that I made didn't make a difference. Hopefully now it makes a difference, because, well, I may have to change that too, because this guy only has an 18 megawatt connection overall, and then it goes straight into the city over here. But maybe we're okay. Show overlays, show me my buildings. I mean, building properties, megawatts. Yeah, that one is slightly full, but this one is not overflowing anymore. This one isn't red anymore. Then it feels like we've done something now. Then I turned on the import. Before the import was on, nothing was really happening here, but these are also looking okay. 1.5, 1.5 there. Nothing on those two, and also almost nothing going here in terms of megawatts. So maybe we're okay with the material, with the power that we're getting in there now. Maybe. Hard telling from here. Mechanical components. Should we just import them? What are you guys doing? Did you just refuel? Are you repairing something? What are you doing? You're getting steel. You unload at the cargo harbor and then you go nowhere, but you still have a little bit of steel left over. There is some repair happening here, so yeah, I guess you are under repairs. Sure, fine, whatever. There's mechanical components that we could import on that side, but here's the thing. Mechanical components are extremely expensive, so making them come in may not be as easy as we would like them to be. There's a ship for plastics. If I have already a ship set up for mechanical components, which this one has all mechanical components and then some, then that could work. What are we trying to get in here? Chemicals? Good. Mechanical components? Good. Plastic? Good. And electronics. I don't think I want electronics here, but we can just simply switch that around. If I make this electronic components one, and then the electronic components one, which I'm sure may have existed somewhere, none of those, can probably be taken over for this route. We have chemicals, fabric. I'm not receiving fabric yet. Otherwise, we could take chemicals, mechanical components, plastics, electronic components from there. Okay, plastics is not really the major factor that we need. That is very important for electronics production, but the ship that's already driving here may have a chance to split out a little bit of what we can get here. So if I tell you to load 100%, but also get some mechanical components, some electronic components, chemicals? Sure, why not? You can load those. You don't have to wait until loaded because we may run out of money. And then you unload them here. You wait until unloaded. No, don't wait until unloaded, just so that as long as the warehouses are full of all the stuff, we're fine. I just need you to keep going so we don't run out of more stuff than we absolutely have to. Okay, this looks fine. Advanced setup, we gotta change around a little bit. I would like you to... Okay, let's do this. Forbid this resource. Only do this one. Forbid this resource. I want 1, 2, 3... 3 clicks of that. 1, 2, 3 clicks of this. Now we're 60% full. 70... 80... 90... and 100. Now we're full for this guy. It's going to be a very expensive ship, no doubt. Are you currently transporting anything? You are transporting a lot of plastic. Cool. And you can bring that here if you don't mind. And that plastic will be in the way for a little while, but that's okay. You're already shipping back. Are you shipping there or are you shipping back? I can't tell. You are heading to this harbor. All right, that's fine. You're not doing anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You're doing a great job. I'm proud of you. Okay, 327 million in the bank. That should be okay. There have been people that talked about if you just put all your food in here, then you shouldn't have as many issues as you have. Plus, this one kind of has a mix of everything. And what I just did was really not remove any of the ships that are already coming through here. So if I can get the food transport to happen out here, maybe that's the next thing that I need. Let's do that. Let's fix a couple things just to make sure that we can actually make things work. That's food. This one is mainly not food. Sure, alcohol, why not? It's expensive, but I don't think I'm going to import it here. And then you can be close because I don't think we have that one set up yet. 1, not F1. Very good. And then the last one, I guess electronics. This is more like consumer-based products that we can bring in here. But now we can tell the food ships, which are producing a lot of the traffic that goes through there, to just bring stuff right out here, which we have other vehicles available now that have no problem moving stuff out there. Yeah, let's get them out of here. This line has just one. You go to the border, you go to meat and warehouse import. Instead of going there, which is number 3 out there, just come down here. I want you to unload for sure. No more loading. Meat warehouse import can go away. And start going to this one right now. This harbor, thank you very much. And here you can wait until you unload it. Very good. Cool. Where is the other meat ship? Because I felt like there's a potential of potentially 2 of them. Yeah, probably. Let's see. Can this ship go out so we can have some money? You are going out. Very good. And you have 128 million loaded. Excellent. 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 No. Prefabs. Other things that we don't actually care about right now. That one is fine. Are you a food ship? Meat and food. Alright. A little different. You're mostly food and then a little bit of meat. The meat is still important. What do you want to do here? Okay, maybe we need to get your meat from somewhere else. No, we have meat here. It's probably because this one does produce a lot of meat. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go to the food one. Unload whatever you have for food. Luckily, we cannot unload meat here, or unluckily, I don't know. We have the meat storage is sitting right out there. But yeah, you can unload whatever you have for food here. And then you unload whatever you want from meat here. And then the meat trucks can just do the rest. I do know that I don't have refrigerator cars sitting in those distribution offices. So with that in mind, this may be the better option anyways. And we're okay. Don't wait until unloaded anymore. I just need you to drop off whatever you can. And with that in mind, should we do double food storages there? No, because once they go out here, we will have more than enough food available. Okay. Okay, that all sounds good. That office is not doing anything, and this office is also not doing anything, which tells me plastic is probably just going to be picked up from here by someone else. Yes, the viscosity. This guy is picking up all these things, but then moving some other things around. Okay. I would like these to do mechanical components from there and food from here. Mechs and food. Probably also electronics from here. Plastic I'm not that worried about yet. And bring it all to this harbor. Can't find path from garage to building. I want you to unload there. Oh, goodness. There's a path, too. Because it can... Well, there's no path directly from here to there. But, okay, if I... Alright, there's an easy fix here. It's not ideal, but it's easy enough. If I take out all of these signals, then the trains here have an easy way to just get onto this track. And this track is connected to that thing for sure. It's not going to be an ideal connection. But it doesn't have to be because I will never use that connection, but now I should at least be able to add this as a connection. Unload stuff here, and the only thing I want you to unload up to 30%, 60%, is food, electronics, and mechanical components. Okay, that looks good, and get that one assigned to you as well. And then at least they're doing something productive here. You're already bringing some food here. Lovely, lovely, lovely the way you're doing that. Cool. So yeah, there's some food sitting there. That looks great. A train can transport how much? 357 tons. That's about half of what the ship brings in. That should relieve a lot of the traffic here of the covered hulls that we already had sitting in that area. So those are good things. Those are very good things. Awesome sauce. Turn everything off. That is not the thing that I want to repair here. And then bring the stuff in that we need. You need steel, aluminum, plastic, fabric, mechanical components, electrical components. Good, that's what I want to see. Great. I'm glad I didn't trust myself. I'm glad I said, It's gonna be more here. It's not just gonna be those couple things. And the covered holes already got picked up by someone else. That's not great, but I'll just have to borrow them from somewhere else, I guess. What I want you to do is come down here, pick up aluminum, wait until loaded, and drive it all the way up here. You don't have to be fast. I just need you to do it. And if you want to find a friend somewhere along the line, that is okay. We have a bunch of covered holes sitting here. There's a service truck. We don't want the service truck yet. We just want a normal covered hole. How old are you? 38% and 48%. That is usable. It's not ideal, but it will do the job. Didn't I build a distribution office down here somewhere? I thought I did. Did I not? Well, it appears that you didn't. Okay. Do I have a distribution office available for any extra tasks? Because I don't really want to overload you, but with that in mind... Ooh, this one's empty. Cool. Road depot. Oh, it's just a road depot. I thought it was a construction office. But you should already be getting all the materials from someone else. And which distribution office is that? This one, and this one. The last one doesn't have a lot of extra room, but this one looks like the fuel distribution office, which we don't need because there are no trucks that are going to be inside this repair office, so that is okay. Let's just add you as a drop-off zone. Are you going to drop off in the right places? Sure. That'll be fine. You can also drop off there. We are mostly going to be... Was there any steel needed? Yes, a tiny amount of steel is needed. Got it. Okay, limit amount. Let's say 1 to 11. 27 tons of steel. That should do us something good. Let's look at the materials that we're still looking for, and then we could be okay. We need... Did you need electronics? No. Do you need cloth too? You do need some fabric. So... Oh boy. Some fabric, some steel, aluminum, plastic, mechanical components, come on, electrical components, electronics, great, pretty much everything besides fabric. And then they should be good, because there's also some internal storage that they can use. Internal storage wise, I would like to change steel down to 20% so it all comes out a little evenly, and then they should be able to do all the reconstruction that I need them to hopefully do throughout the rest of the Republic's life. Let's call it what it is, because that's what it is. I do believe your plastic is the mechanical components. I do wonder... Am I bringing enough stuff over there? Because I am not doing clothes, I'm not doing booze, I am doing food, and then electronics. No, I think the rest I want to keep just how everything is set up currently and see if that works out for us. It might. There's a chance. Are you doing uranium ore? No, you're not doing uranium ore. How are you doing, buddy? You are doing okay, 120 million. It's still not as high as I expected it to be. But then again, our city is still not full, and we are slowly running out of uranium ore. Let's see how full the ship is that is currently heading this way. Half full. Okay, so we will run out of uranium ore probably just for a little while for those guys to come back. But it looks like we have enough UF6 sitting here for a little while. Like, there is a buffer. These two produce enough material for 5 nuclear fuel factories, so there is a little overflow there. Looks like you don't have any uranium oxide left, so these two are 1-to-1. The way they're set up seem to be doing okay. 2 tons of uranium oxide into 1.7 ton of uranium. Okay, yeah, so they're doing what I need them to do. I still would like a couple more people, please, and thank you. You're full, 62% happiness. What are you not happy about? I don't understand. Are you gonna invite people, or are you gonna... What are you gonna do? Let's just move these guys over to a better place. That was completely empty, apparently. That's nice. Cool. Happiness is relatively stable. Money is happening. Fuel and oil exists. All of those are good things. What are you doing? You're unloading all the food that you can. That is great. And just waste a little bit of fuel going out and doing the things that you want to do, but I think that is all okay. Our traffic here is probably lower than it usually is. That should also be okay. And then, yeah, it has our repairs. The repairs have actually started doing a thing. They will kick them out if wear and tear is too high. But here's the thing. This is why I built this. I don't know where it is. Where are you? Why are you not available to do the thing that I need you to do? Doesn't make any sense, and it's heading to the repair station. It's just nowhere near anything. And I think I can only fix it by telling it to... I can't even tell it to go to the next station because the button doesn't light up. Yeah, can't do anything with that thing. But you are doing passengers mostly. Where is this? Boo Boo. The Boo Boo airport is down here. It doesn't make any sense that they're out there. I wonder if something happened when they got replaced, that they just got stuck on the border and can't do anything else about it, but that's fine. So those are doing those things. That seems okay. Flickering out there is normal. 40 million. We got down to 40 million, but I think we have paid off a little bit of our loan balance. So that's helpful. We have some steel sitting here. We did just import a bunch of mechanical components. I'm sure that should help us get more vehicles out, because I wouldn't be surprised if they are... No, they're not waiting on them. But they're not full of mechanical components, and now the money is 0 again. Okay, let's check on our amount. It's not great. It is not great. But at this point, anything below 100 million is just ridiculous. So, gotta click this button. Yes, $1 million a day payback is a little scary. 800,000 right now, but we should have enough industrial exports to make it at least reasonable to be able to handle this. And over 20 years, after a few years, I do expect our overall debt to be mostly repaid. Only one way to really find out. But let's send a couple ships out so we can make a few $100 million while we're waiting for things to happen. That won't hurt, that's for sure. So yeah, you can get out 2, and then we should have at least 400 million coming in while we're waiting on things to actually happen. Good. I think that's about as much as I can do. The meat production city sometimes is on and sometimes is off, and it hasn't made full sense yet why things are the way they are. There was one problem over here with just overflowing trash, because stuff over here we effectively weren't burning bio-waste. That's... I don't know when I fixed that. It wasn't recently. But there you go. How are you out of fuel, buddy? Why are you out of fuel, buddy? It's just no reason for you to do that kind of silly thing. But that can also happen at any point now, so we're just gonna have to watch out for that. I like that this is empty. I like that no other helicopter is sitting here, which tells me they've done the thing that I wanted them to do. Now all repair stations potentially are caught up with what they were supposed to do, because no helicopters are blocking them. The thing with trains and with regular road vehicles is that they generally don't leave the map. So they don't disappear on you for no reason. Do you need anything? No, you don't need anything. Where are you? Are you heading this way? You are sitting all the way out here, but there's a repair truck not quite there yet. Where are your covered hulls? You are heading somewhere. Okay. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're even going out to repair the places that I need them to repair. All of those things just, again, point at maintenance is working as long as it's not blocked. And if it's blocked, it's not working. So, this was clearly a B-Ball Joe issue, but as you can hopefully see, throughout, and I don't like this one, but that may be, what is that? What are you? Oh, you're one of these guys. Okay. What is your rule? 58% wear and tear. Got it. After wear and... Oh, you just already got repaired, but you didn't get repaired all the way. That makes sense. So this one is the aluminum importer for the helicopter reconstruction office that I just put out there. Repair office is really what it's called. But it wasn't fully repaired before, but I'm hoping that in 8 days it can go just get itself repaired because it deserves it. And then we should be hopefully okay. That's all the things that are really needed from this. Nothing to repair. That is great news. That's great to see. That's what I want to see. And I don't care if there are other vehicles around. I don't see any other repair issues here. That's great. I don't see repair issues here because those were all helicopters. A part of them were helicopters that had issues. What is going on out here? Oh, it's just a little piece of road that I had to block that way because it's more fun. Sure. Overall, the city over here kind of working. They're working there, but they're not very happy out in this building. I'll just turn this one off because they've had... both of these had trouble for a while. Is this one better? No, also 25%. I think we're still just overloading several things more often than I would like to, and that does hurt. But, yeah, it is what it is. A couple people have moved in there. That's good. The city. Happy enough. 67, above 60% is really not that bad. Yeah, most of the repair icons have disappeared, which is exciting. Let's see what this one is. Repair helicopters. No, these are repair signs of the tower cranes, which are a pain to replace manually. Which is maybe a reason why I don't want to use like helicopter construction offices again, but that's not going to happen because they're super convenient. But they do make a point for not using them because of how annoying they are to use and to replace once you get into vehicle maintenance and replacements. So there is that. Is this my uranium ore? That is uranium ore. You only brought half? Oh, I must have run out of money, and it's just like, well, I just come back. That's fine. Because we are running relatively low, so that's working out for the best for us, actually. Yes. I think this is all... Hold on. There are more vehicles broken. You guys, why aren't you being repaired? You are at wear and tear 100%. You are less than some time to get repaired, which means this guy is probably issues having the mechanical components on hand that are required to do the repairs, which now are being imported. There's the 360 million that I talked about earlier, the 3 ships that I send out. They're doing what they're supposed to do. That is all good news. Food is good. All of this is good. Electronics, yeah, I'm not actually importing some of those things. So nothing really to complain there. This is it. This, hopefully, was the last piece in the puzzle, not in the coffin, of the Republic to get the things prepared enough to do the next thing. Are we getting steel in? Is steel actually getting delivered here? Yeah, 12 tons of steel. Perfect. That's all we need. We don't need that much steel. There's a little bit of steel there. Just couldn't see it, but it's actually hiding in the back here. All right. What else? I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Happiness has been sitting at 73,000 for a long time. A population above 77,000 also been like that for a while. Again, repair stations not being utilized is a good thing because that means repairs did get done. This one had a couple more people or a couple more vehicles sitting there, but now they are completed, so maybe repairs will go over quite nicely. So there's a good chance the thing that I did fixed the thing that I needed, and that's a good thing. I could turn some of the imports off and turn them a little smarter if I really had to, but I'm not sure that that is absolutely necessary at this point. So we're just going to leave it alone. Cool. We've done it. This is it. Next episode will be running or starting the the next episode will be after 20 years of running. That's what I meant to say. This was the last piece. Now we can start it for real. And then it's really going to be the last episode. And then we're going to look at the tutorials. And then we're going to hopefully start on early start DLC. Pretty excited for that. May 22nd, I think is the release date. I don't know when I can start showing anything, but I will once I can. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.